Hey yo, it's Dai Ming and welcome back to my channel. Hey yo, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, if you're not new here, welcome back. So you know we don't do no long introductions. So with that being said, today's video is going to be yet another story time or whatever. So today's story time is going to be about a time where I almost got kidnapped. Yo, I just used to be so young and dumb. But anyway, so this story took place, I'm gonna say, like 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. So I can't even say I was young and dumb. I was only like what probably like 21, 20, something like that. But anyway, so so one day or whatever, I was actually funny because I got two stories about this particular night. But one day I had went out or whatever, and I had you know, me and my friends had went out, and then we had went to like this little after hour or whatever. So mind you, I'm cute as shit that night. I'm probably gonna post some pictures from that night. I was looking so cute that night. So I'm only gonna post the pictures because I got another story about the boots that I'm wearing in this picture, but but I'ma just whatever. So one night we went out, and then we had went to like a little after hour or whatever. So mind you, the after hour that we used to go to, it was dark as fuck in there. It's like you walk in, first of all, it looked like a house on the outside, but when you go in, it's like actually set up like an after hour. It got a board, all that shit. So you walk in and it's dark as shit though. So I'm walking or whatever. So mind you, this be happening a lot, and I don't be liking that shit. I understand I might got like not really a lot, but a lot of followers on Instagram. So it's like people, not to sound like cocky or nothing, but like a lot of times that I go out, people know who I am, and I don't even be knowing who they are or be knowing that they be following me. And should be happening a lot. Like it'll be a lot of times where like niggas be like grabbing me as if they know me, and it's like, nigga, just cause you follow me, like that don't fucking mean shit. So one day, so this had happened, this was one of the times that they happened. So I walked in the after hour or whatever. So I'm walking past like the bar, and I just feel some nigga grab me. Like he grabbed me and like pulled me all the way to where he was at. So I'm like, I'm looking at him, but I did notice him because he was like a rapper. He ain't make it nowhere, but he was a rapper, like one of the little underground rappers or whatever. So he pulls me over there or whatever. So I'm like, what's up? Like, so he like, what's up? Like, you look so familiar. I think I know you from somewhere. Da 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 da. Saying all this shit. So I'm telling him, I'm like, you know me from Instagram. I'm like, cause I know who you is too. So he like, damn, like, what's up? Like, da 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 da. What should, mind you, he was alright looking. So it was like whatever. So he asked me for my number. I ended up giving him my number. So the next day, he all on my dick, keep FaceTiming me and shit. So he like talking to me and shit, like, I just want to see you, da 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 da. So he like you really look good as shit in person, like da 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 da. And not to toot my own horn, but I get that a lot. And let me tell y'all something. Yo, if you from Philly, you know that the chances of and that's why I like take it as like a big compliment when niggas tell me that, because he wasn't the first or the only or the last nigga to tell me that. But niggas really like be hyped. Niggas will already be thirsty on your dick, but once they see you in person, it'd be a whole nother story. Because like in Philly, the chances of you finding a girl that looks like her pictures and is not catfishing and look exactly how she look in her pictures, if not better, the chances of that happening in Philly is slim to none. Like a lot of them bitches be true, like people favor Instagram bitches really be a fucking hot ass mess in person. Like, so I'm saying all of that to say, like, he kept saying that shit, like, yo, like, you really look good as shit in person. Like, that made me want you even more. Da, 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 da. Like, he's saying all of that. But I just had to throw the little Philly thing in there because that's a fact. Like, the chances of that happening is slim to none. Like, so, basically, he just keeps saying he want to see me or whatever, right? So, I'm like, all right, like, well, pull up with me, like whatever. So he ends up coming to see me, like I don't know exactly when it was. It's probably like a day or like a couple days later or whatever. He ends up coming to see me, like, but he got like a friend or whatever. So he called me, tell me to come outside and shit. So I go sit in his car and shit. So mind you, why the fuck, this don't really have nothing to do with the story, but why the fuck did some boy that I had stopped messing with and I like cut off, I wasn't even fucking with him at the moment, why the fuck did he pop up on my block literally at the same time this nigga did? Mind you, my block, the way my block is set up, it's like it's an intersecting block. So it's like it's my block and then it's another block that connect right to the middle of the block or whatever. So the boy who I told to come see me is parked on this block, and the nigga who popped up on me that I didn't ask to pop up on me is sitting right here on this block. And I'm just trying to get him to fucking leave. He trying to get out the car and do all this fucking extra shit. So I'm going back and forth in between. I'm going back and forth in between them, trying to tell this person I gotta go do something. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get this nigga the fuck out of here, and I'm just going back and forth, and he just doing all this extra shit, trying to get out of cars and trying to do all this fucking extra shit. But that's besides the point. So we sit in his car or whatever. So we just chilling and shit. So he like, you wanna come with me tonight? You coming with me tonight? So me. Just small disclaimer, I can't speak for everybody else, but me personally, I am 1000% able to stay the night with a nigga and nothing happen. Like, I know a lot of bitches be easy and easily tempted and stuff like that, but that's not me. Like, I'm talking about, like, I don't give a fuck what you doing to me, you go down and all of that. Like, if I don't want to give you no pussy, that it's just not gonna happen. Like, my mind be too strong for that shit. Like, so I'm saying all of that to say that, and when he had asked me that, I'm like, all right, yeah, like, fuck it. Like, I didn't really know what his intentions was at the time. Like, I just knew he was on my dick a little bit, but I'm like, as long as this nigga ain't trying nothing, like, I don't care. so I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, yeah, I'll go with you. Like, I'll stay with you, whatever. So we ends up, so he's telling me we about to go to his house, whatever. Mind you, he lived in fucking all the way in Delaware. Mind you, I had a car at this time, or I think like I had just crashed my car. So I just started trying to get hit to Uber. Mind you, how the fuck am I just now getting hit to Uber? It was like 2017, but I never caught an Uber until like, I think I caught my first Uber like November 2017 or some shit like that. So I wasn't hit to, I didn't know nothing about it. So the boy or whatever, so he like telling me we gonna go to his house and shit, like all this other cool shit or whatever. So we driving, right? Mind you, like I said, he lived in Delaware, so it's probably like a good little 45 minutes to an hour away. Mind you, we're in the car with his friend. We're driving. So we driving, right? Why the fuck did we pull up to a fucking like Motel 6 or something? Do I look like a motel type of bitch? I'm sorry. Do I look like a motel type of bitch? I just need to know. Like, can y'all, like, I felt highly disrespected. I felt highly disrespected in the fact that you look me in my eye. You see how bad of a bitch I was. And you pull up to a motel with me. I don't even know how to take that. I'm just going to take it disrespectfully. So we pull up. I'm like, where the fuck we at? So he like trying to say all that. Mind you, we're still with the friend. So why the fuck are you pulling up to a motel with me and your friend? Me is bad enough. I shouldn't even fucking be here. You need to let me the fuck out. But me being here is bad enough. Why the fuck are we here? Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm confused. So he basically was trying to kick it to me like, oh, his whole family is at his house and all this other shit. Nigga, you was about a good 28 or something. Fuck, you can't have company. Why are you even still living at home with your mom? Are you lying? Are you really homeless? I'm confused. But why the fuck am I here at the motel? I'm confused. Like, I'm really confused. So that's basically what he was trying to kick it to me like. So I'm telling him, like, I want to go home. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going home. Like, I want to go home. So he like, all right, like, I'm gonna take you back home and da 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 da. Like, he like, but my friend got to take the car somewhere to go do something, something, something. Whatever fucking fake ass finesse he said. So we ended up going inside the room to wait for this friend to come back, right? Because the friend did end up leaving. While we get in the room, it's 2 beds in there. Like, I'm confused as to what the fuck. Like, I didn't understand what the scene, like, was your friend supposed to be in? Like, I'm confused. But let me just throw it out there, the friend never did come back. Like, so it was just me and him, but that don't excuse the situation. That don't excuse the situation at all. But the friend never did come back, so it wasn't on no weird shit. So but I still was just mad because it's like, who the fuck, like, what type of dirty, and that's what I be saying, these fucking fake ass flashy ass rappers, they really do not be on shit. Like, they really do not be on shit. I feel like they really all be broke as shit. I'm talking about these fake ass underwear. I feel like they all really be broke as shit. Yo, don't, like, it's just weird. Like, it was never given it. Like, what the fuck? So basically, I'm sitting there. I don't even want to fucking go to sleep. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to sit on this fucking bed. I'm sorry, and it's like, I don't want to sound like, you know, a type of way, but it's like, I just simply don't and can't and won't do motels. Like, I just honestly feel like, no, I just never even fit, like, there was never even a thought of mine. I don't even feel like motels have cleaning staff. Like, I feel so like icky about motels that it's like I would never go to one by choice. Like, I would sleep on a fucking concrete floor. Like, so I'm mad as shit. So I'm just sitting up waiting or whatever. Of course this nigga tried to, of course y'all know he tried at least once, but I told him no, and that was that. But he wasn't like pressed about it though, and that's the one thing that I could thank God about, because honestly, my fucking dumb ass, he could have did anything to me. I pulled up to this fucking motel with him and his friend. Thank God his fucking friend left, even though his friend wasn't like a weirdo or nothing. But it's like, even still, I'm far as shit over an hour away from home. Don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I'm somewhere in East Bubblefuck in the middle of Delaware. And this nigga could have did anything to me, but thank God he didn't. He really didn't try. Of course he tried just as much as any other nigga would. Like, y'all know how niggas is. Try to be thirsty, but he, like, when I said no, it was no, that was that. Like, but nothing happened or whatever. But I'm like, you weird as shit. Like, I'm never, like I said, though, y'all know how y'all be sitting with somebody and y'all be like, yo, this is never, like, this nigga will never see my fucking face ever the fuck again. Nigga, you better take a picture and remember my face. Remember my face, because you're never going to see it again in your fucking life. Like, remember my face. I'm just sitting here like, where the fuck is... So I keep waking him up because he would ended up going to sleep. I keep waking him up. I'm like, where's your friend? Like, where's your friend? So this nigga fake acting like he ain't waking up or whatever. So the next morning comes. So I'm up like bright and early, like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, come on. Like, so I'm sitting here, keep trying to wake him up. He's not getting up. So I started looking on my phone. I brought up the Uber thing earlier because, like, I started looking on my phone on the Uber app trying to figure, mind you, before this day, I still didn't catch an Uber this day. I ain't catch an Uber yet at this time. So I'm on my phone on the app and I'm like, yo, I'm sitting here trying to figure out this fucking Uber shit. I couldn't figure it the fuck out. I don't even think I had no car hooked up to it. The fucking Uber was going to be like fucking close to $200 because I was far as shit. Like, it was just so much shit. Like, I was just so annoyed. Like, so annoyed. Like, so I ended up waking this nigga the fuck up. So he like, all right, my man about to come back with the car. He like, but check out not till 11 o'clock. So I'm trying to go to sleep till 11. I said, no, you're not going to sleep till 11. I said, take me the fuck home. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, take me home. Take me home. So he like, I need to get somewhere. So at this point, he like went to the other bed. Like, he sleep or whatever. So he like no, he like basically like no, he need to get rest and all this other shit. Like, he trying to go to sleep, he trying to get some rest, he trying to go to sleep, all this other shit. So I'm like, I'm not staying here till 11. He like, all right, well, take your own fucking self home. So I'm like, no, you gonna take me the fuck home? Like, what you mean? So he ends up getting up or whatever. Some totally different other friend came back with the car and ended up picking us up or whatever. I'm mad as shit. Like, my blood is boiling. The fact that I was sitting in this fucking nasty ass motel, first of all. Second of all, I'm just mad as shit. I'm irritated because I've been trying to go home since last night and you've been on bullshit since last night. So the friend finally comes back with the car or whatever. So whatever happened, instead of him taking me straight home, this nigga is driving around the fucking world in Delaware, fucking taking me running his errands. Why do you got me in this fucking car while you're running? Take me the fuck home. So mind you, like with one of the errands, when he ended up like, no, before he started trying to run errands and shit, when he had to like go to the front to like check out, I was sitting in the car with the friend, and the friend just seen me mad as shit. Like he see my face so fucking bored up. So he looking at me like, damn, like you cool? Like what he do to you? Like you cool? You good? Like nigga, no the fuck I'm not good. Take me home. Like I'm gonna tell him like, no, I wanna go home. He like, all right, we want to take you home. We want to take you home. So the funny thing about it, wasn't nothing funny about this situation, but the funny thing about it was, I told y'all he's a rapper. So I was sitting in the back. Like the friend was driving, he ended up getting in the front, and I was sitting in the back. So he's sitting in the passenger seat, and I'm sitting in it like in the seat, like on the passenger side, like in the back or whatever. So he's sitting here like, I guess like recording himself, like lip syncing to one of his new songs that ain't dropped yet or whatever. Like he was like recording, like previewing it or whatever. And it was so funny because all you seen was me in the background. My face was balled the fuck up. Like all you seen was my face in the back, mad as shit. So the nigga ended up recording the video over like 50 times because he couldn't get me out the video, and you just see me in the back mad as shit. I wish I still had that video because it was so funny, because I ended up telling my friend to go look on his page, and she seen it and she just started dying laughing like, bitch, like look at your face. Like I was in the back mad as shit. Like my face was really balled the fuck up. So after he fucking took me around the world, he finally takes me home. Yo, when I tell y'all, I ran out that fucking car and into my house so fucking fast and blocked this nigga so fucking fast. Like so fucking fast. For so many reasons, but nigga, why the fuck would you take me to a motel? Who the fuck do you think I am? Like who the fuck do you think you are? Like I'm confused as to why you would ever do that. And then you told me we was going to your house. That's how it started. You never mentioned no fuck. You knew I would have said fuck no. You knew I would have said fuck no. So I don't know what the fuck you thought I was. Like I don't know, yo. I don't know. But the fact that you took me to a motel, look at me. Like the fuck, like. So I'm like, yo, I blocked that nigga so fucking fast off of everything, like everything. Then the fact that like, even though like I said he didn't try nothing, he really didn't. Of course I feel like every time a nigga is around you, of course he's going to try to hit. But if you say no, some niggas might take no for an answer, some might not. But he took no for an answer. It was like it was that, and he like went to sleep or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, I just was thinking of the whole situation, and I'm so fucking dumb, because like anything really could have happened to me. Like I ain't had no business doing none of that shit. Like going all the way to fuck to Delaware with this nigga I don't fucking know, in the front with his car, just all this dumb ass shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Like I don't like, what the fuck? Like I said, like I only went because I'm like, I don't care. I thought he was like kind of cute a little bit, but like I said, I can be around a nigga and lay up with a nigga and not fuck him. Like I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm that type of bitch. Like unless I want to give it to you, you're not going to get it if I don't want to give it to you. Like it's just, so that's why it's like it wasn't no big thing for me. Like it was like whatever. Like, but I don't know, that situation was just, this whole situation was just dumb as shit. But why the fuck I blocked him on everything, right? I don't know how the fuck this nigga like a week, I ain't even gonna say a week later, it was a couple days later or whatever. Why the fuck did I get a fucking FaceTime call from like another one of his emails? And I didn't know who it was at first because it was a whole nother email with a whole nother name. This nigga called me and I answered and seen who it was and hung up so fucking fast and blocked that email too. I said, yo, like this nigga really gotta leave me the fuck alone. So the funny thing about it is that recently I seen him. Like I'm talking about recent, like literally right before I moved to Atlanta. I only been here for what, like 8 months. So probably like 8-9 months ago, I seen that nigga and I seen him in a bar. And the same thing happened. How we met the first time, it was just like the same thing the second time. Like I see him in a bar this time. No, it wasn't the after hour, it was a bar. And I was walking, right? But I didn't even know he was in there. I was walking and I felt somebody grab my arm again and he pulled me. He like, yo, what's up? What's up? And I'm looking, I'm like, what's up? And I just walked away fast as shit. Like, nigga, you ain't That's all you getting out of me. Don't say nothing to stop grabbing me when you see me. First of all, that's annoying as shit. Stop touching me. But second of all, you're not getting no kind of, like, you're not ever getting my number again. You're not ever going to see me again. You're never going to see my face outside of seeing me in public. Like, leave me the fuck alone, period, point blank. Like, I ain't got no words for you. I ain't got no rep for you or nothing. Leave me the fuck alone. But anyway, y'all, this was a story about the time where that corny ass nigga tried to kidnap me. He was trying to fucking hold me hostage in that fucking that ass motel room. I thank God there ain't no fucking bed bugs jump with me or nothing. Like, I'm sorry, and it's like no disrespect to anybody who do be in them or nothing, but it's like I just personally can't do them. Like, I personally just can't do them. Something about them. It's just something about them. I just can't do motels. Like, they creep me out. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, that was that story. I know it's kind of short, maybe kind of boring, maybe kind of stupid. I don't know. But let me know if y'all enjoyed it. I'm trying to be a little more open with y'all. Like, I might start telling the little stories about my niggas or whatever. I don't know. I ain't start doing none of that yet. But I might start being more, you know, transparent and all of that. But I just wanted to tell, like, the little stories, get the little stories out the way or whatever. So that's just, I just wanted something to tell y'all. But let me know if y'all like this story. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I got some more shit coming for y'all. I got videos coming for y'all every day for like the next, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it a secret. Just pay attention, just keep your eyes open. But I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye.